2019 is coming to a close. So what have been the hottest neighborhoods for Las Vegas real estate, you might ask? Well, we have answers for you. 10 parts of the valley that are selling like hotcakes. She's got them for us. Alice Ferguson. She's here with Opendoor Las Vegas. It's great having you.
Thank you, Sean. It's great to be here.
All right. So before we get into the neighborhoods, let's talk about Opendoor and the service that you provide. I mean, we're seeing these Opendoor signs now in front of homes all over the valley.
Opendoor is the easiest way to sell or buy a home. On one hand, if you're looking to sell your home, all you have to do is go to opendoor.com and you can get a free offer within 24 hours. That means no stagings and no showings. And if you're trying to buy a home, you can visit any home we have in our inventory by just using our mobile app.
So you don't have to wait for the agent to get there and bring you in.
No scheduling and no appointments.
That's beautiful. I like that. So it makes buying a home easier, and it makes. We were talking before we went on today. Let's say you have to move. You got a job opportunity. You got to be there in 3 weeks. You got to have a down payment for the house. How are you going to sell your house in time to have the money to have the down payment? With Opendoor, you can say, can we close in 3 days? All right, cool, done.
Exactly, you can close in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months.
It's very, very unique. So let's talk about the neighborhoods in the valley that are really hot right now for 2019. Where do the buyers want to live?
We see buyers gravitating to the edges of the city, where it's really filled out in the last few years.
Yeah.
So Lone Mountain, North Las Vegas account for 4 out of the top 10 zips.
Wow.
And in the south, we have Whitney Ranch, Rhodes Ranch, and Silverado Ranch. So really kind of on the edges of the city, where you get more bang for the buck, more space for the house, and people are really loving that. And plus, you get great views in those neighborhoods.
Absolutely, Mountain's Edge, I understand totally there. Living on the edge is a nice place to be. How about for sellers, where are people moving from this year?
We actually see a huge overlap, which is great. So people are really moving out of North Las Vegas as well, in Lone Mountain, and we see Enterprise and Whitney Ranch as those places that people are selling homes. And the reason for this overlap makes a lot of sense because Las Vegas has been really increasing in home price in the last decade, mostly in the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And really, people are finally getting that pre-recession value on their home and higher than that.
Yeah.
So now people are taking advantage of that and saying, all right, now is the time to move on to my next chapter.
Yeah, of course, they can escape now and finally maybe go on to that new home. Let's talk about what's driving the growth. Obviously, they're getting more value for their home, but is it just kind of like wanting to upgrade and getting in a new house? Or?
So there's really 2 factors, and the first one we talked about a little bit already, which is the price point. They get more house for the money, more bang for the buck. And the second one is actually great amenities. So we're talking about good school districts,
that's huge.
Great amenities like recs and community centers, and also just really good access to freeways. So if you're in the north, you're close to 95 and 215.
Yeah.
So getting to downtown in 15 minutes is actually a great added bonus.
No question. Traffic wasn't always a thought in Vegas. It wasn't really necessarily
kind
a
of
thing.
Just like, started this year,
lately,
last year.
It's like this year is like, what, maybe traffic's becoming a thing. It's commute time means something now. Moving trends. What has Opendoor found as far as trends when it comes to moving?
So Opendoor has found a lot of trends, and it's because we're in over 20 cities, and we have sold thousands and thousands of homes. So we know across the entire nation that the #1 reason for moving is actually downsizing.
Oh, wow.
And that's actually followed very closely by #2, which is upsizing.
Okay, yes. All right.
And then the third one is relocation, like the example we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
and we
get a job
know
offer somewhere else.
Vegas is actually a very transient population.
Of course.
But regardless of why you want to move, we have a solution for you. Just go to opendoor.com, whether you're buying or selling or buying and selling. Opendoor makes it easy so that you can maximize your family time during the holidays.
Absolutely. You can say, hey, Opendoor, I'd like to leave here and go there.
Yep.
And you're set to go, which
One
is pretty
transaction.
awesome. The downsizing, too. I think a lot of people, it used to be people wanted to buy the McMansion. They wanted to buy the biggest house they could. And I think people find when you buy the biggest house you can, that's a lot of space to fill. You end up losing a lot of money having to fill all that space. Maybe if they only get what they need, that'd be great. The tiny house nation situation, I think people want to get maybe into smaller homes.
Exactly, and with the Marie Kondo trend too. People are cleaning stuff out and saying, hey, do we need a 5,000 square foot home? No, we're good with 2,000 square feet.
No, probably Marie Kondo, man. Oh, wow. It's listen, label everything and throw out the stuff. Get rid of the stuff you don't want anymore.
Yeah, it's just a season for joy.
It certainly is. It's great having you, Alice.
Thank you so much, John.
Hey, listen, whether you want to sell a home hassle-free, you want to buy your next one, Opendoor can help you. Visit opendoor.com or call the number listed. Opendoor, proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.